Hi, welcome back to C Programming. I'm your Dr. Vasu. Here you can find interesting topics as well along with C Programming. Do subscribe the channel to get alerts. Sharing these programs in the Google Drive, and you can find the link in the description. Okay, now let's see what these nested structures are. Coming to this nest in the sense one within the other. Like suppose we have taken a structure defined as EMP for employee, right? Keeping in mind the employee data, an EMP structure is defined here. It has an integer employee number and a character for name, and another structure is defined inside this, and we will define this date join date later. Okay, and here it's join date is the variable we have taken, and this structure named date is defined here. Now let us see, coming to this particular EMP structure, it has employee number and name, both the fields, and this date is another another structure defined here inside this structure. And coming to this particular date, this is defined here separately. The name date structure is defined separately. It has three fields: day, month, and year. And coming to this date has these three fields. So this is the outer structure. Inside this, we have another structure named date. So this is the way we see the structure. Now, let's suppose declare EMP data is the variable, a structure which is in the form of EMP. Okay. Now, to access the data elements, we have to, generally we know that EMP number directly will be accessing with the variable name dot field name. Okay, EMP number. Next name, variable name, EMP data dot name. Fine. Up to this is okay. But coming to this another structure, inside this structure, we have three more fields, right? So how to access that? This EMP data has another variable named join date. Inside this EMP data, we have to access this join date variable, and this join date dot join date is given. Dot inside this structure, we have another field. So actual field comes here for this particular structure. So the day is mentioned here. Next, EMP data outer structure variable, inside another variable join date dot month. Similarly, dot year. So to access the inner structures, we have to use the inside variable name also. So here two dots will be coming, the outer variable and the inside variable, and finally the field. So with these three, we'll be accessing the data. So this is the way of accessing the data. Now, if you observe, these two are the fields in the main structure, and these three related to this particular structure, but has a different structure. Okay, so now let's see one example here. So we have taken a structure date, right? And we are going to use this structure named date inside another this one that is called EMP, another structure named EMP. Here you have EMP code, employee code, and name, and this date structure is has a variable named join date. Now, so this is the structure here of the entire thing. This is the outer structure named EMP. Okay, coming to the fields, it has 1, 2, 3 fields, but this particular field is a structure, a different structure named date. So this is the date. So this structure has 3 more fields. So these are the 5 fields totally in this outer structure. Now, So I want to assign some data here for this. To assign the data, we will be taking a structure EMP, right? EMP1 is the variable actually. EMP1 is the variable, and we are declaring this variable of data type called structure named EMP. So it has the number, name, and the date. Another structure which has 3 fields. So all the 3 values are provided here, and these values are stored here in the structure like this: 2001 number, name, and day, month, and year like this. Suppose if you have another variable EMP2, similarly, you will be defining in the same manner. To access or to display these data, here we have taken the number, date, and all these things, of course. And accessing the data, EMP1, the variable name, EMP1 dot EMP code inside the field name, inside the structure. This is the field name, EMP1 name, second field, and EMP1 dot join date. EMP1 inside this we have another variable called a structure, which is a structure named join date dot day. Similarly, EMP1 dot join date dot month, EMP1 dot join dot year. So like this, we have defined all the, we have cleared, we have provided all the 5 data elements, and this is the program. Now, if you compile and execute this program, it gives you the output like this: number, name, and date. And this date has 3 fields. So like this, you have to be very careful in accessing the data elements in the inside field. So when you are writing inside fields, that particular variable name also should be mentioned. Okay, now let's say take arrays here, and coming to this, suppose we have taken an array, right? An EMP named name of the structure, and here it has 2 fields, number and code, right? Which is a character. Now, suppose I want to, in a particular department or in a particular place, say an organization, we have employee, 10 employees are there, right? This is an array declared here, okay? And I want to store the data of a number and the employee details, employee code. I want to store these values here. Now, how? So we have taken employee 10 as an array, and coming to this, it has the, this is the one way of declaring the data for these elements. Here we have a character array, right? Character, and this character is a code, and it has 3 letters. Now, coming to this, first number is given, right? Comma. This is a character, and it's an array. Actually, it's a character array, and this, because it's an array, all the elements, all the characters are provided within single quotes and are provided in curly brackets. Okay, this second field, actually this code is provided within curly brackets. Okay, and coming to this first one, this is the, so from here to here, this is one element that is related to one employee details. Okay, number is provided. We have taken a, because we want to be clear, we want to define or declare the data in a clean manner. That's why this values, the curly brackets are taken inside. So inside a set of curly brackets, these two, we have provided the number and this employee code. Because this employee code has 3 letters, and we have provided a set of 4 curly brackets so that it will be clear. Similarly, for employee 2, this is the data, right? The values are provided like this. So here, like this, we have provided all the 10 employees data. Now, we want to display this. So here, we use a for loop, a heading is provided, EMP number and employee code is a heading. And to have this entire data, we use to display, we use a for loop, I is equal to 0 to 9, that is I less than 10. Less than 10 means up to 9. 0 to 9, total 10 elements. So here inside, we are writing a printf statement to give the values here. That is employee 0 to start with, I is equal to 0, employee 0 data dot number, that is the first field, employee 0 dot code 0, right? Code 0 and employee 0 dot code 1, first letter here, second character here, third character here for this code. So all the three characters are provided here. So this loop runs for 10 times, giving values from 0 to 9 for I. So when it is compiled and executed, you will be getting the display like this, EMP code, and the heading is provided here. And inside, we can see the display of this like this, the employee code and the code here. Okay, the number, this is the employee number, and this is the code that is provided. All the 10 values are displayed. Coming to this, there is another way of writing these characters, right? Here we have taken a curly brackets, and inside we have taken each character separately by separating commas are provided, and each character has a single quotes. So here, if you observe, this is another way of giving the values or declaring or initializing the data in a simple manner. That is, these characters, the three characters here for code are provided just within double quotes directly, right? No separating commas, nothing, no curly brackets, just first set of data, that is for employee 0, first employee data is provided within a set of curly brackets, number and this code. This code, of course, because it is a character, we have provided double quotes. Similarly, for others also, this code is provided within double quotes for all the elements. Like this, all the 10 employee information is provided. Here, employee number and employee code, heading, this is the heading. And again, another for loop is used from 0 to 9, okay? Less than 10 means 9. So 0 to 9, 10 values are provided, and the display, of course, is the same, employee 0, number, employee 0, code 0. These zeros are fixed, right? First letter, second letter, third letter, that's all. But I values changes because we are taking 10 employees, the value of I changes, right? Initially, it starts with 0, next 1, 2, 3 like that. So for each employee, 0, first letter, second letter, third letter are provided. So this is the program to display the data in a simple way. Whether if it is comfortable to you, it's up to you. You can use curly brackets and use single quotes for each character, or else the entire string, that is all the three characters are taken here and put them in a double quotes, right? Coming to the display, it appears like this. Employee number and code are provided. Okay, next. Let's take another example here, right? Number of days. Suppose we take an year. In a year, we want to display the number of days and the name of the month. Let us see how. Here, first structure is defined here, right? That is a structure named month, and months 12. This is the array. The array is declared here. It is months. It's a variable name, and this is an array having 12 elements, and it is declared as a structure named month. In this month, we have number of days and name here. Okay. Now coming to this, we want to declare the data and initialize the data like this. the number of days in each month, number of days 31, right? And JAN, for January, only 3 characters are taken here for the name. That's why JAN. Each character is separated and put in single quotes, right there. Like this, we can define the initialize the entire data. So here next, let's display the data here. Let's show the month in the beginning and then number of days. It's up to us whether whatever the way you want to display, you can. So I want to display the month first. That means January. Next, number of days. How many number of days are present in that particular month? So for this, we take a for loop again, which runs for 12 times 0 to 11. That is less than 12, 11. So 12 times. And here we are going to print the name first. That is months, right? Months is the variable. In this 0, name 0. That is name 0 here is provided. Now, first character, second character, third character, and finally the number here, number of days. The number of days are provided. And now compile this program and run this. You get the data like this. The month name and then number of days. Okay. It can be even simplified and replace this JAN separately writing and putting in single quotes. You can just replace it with simply like this. The name of the month is taken directly and put in the double quotes. That also will do the same job. And you get the data output like this. The display is clean. Okay. So I think this is the better way of declaring the data. Okay. Assigning the data. Now, hope you had understood this topic very well. And if you have any queries or any doubts or any suggestions, please do comment, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.